What's good, my people? Welcome back. Look, it's absolute facts now that over half of the millennials and Gen Zs are now saying that they are struggling and living paycheck to paycheck. And I don't mean to piss you off, but it's just the honest truth. The traditional path of going to university for 4 to 8 years and end up thousands of dollars in debt when you're not even guaranteed a high paying job, or especially in my experience, although this is a better option than uni, it's a strap so many young Australians fall for. If you don't like school, to drop out young and try get ahead of the pack, which in this day and age, in this economy, it just simply isn't worth it, nor is it even really possible. Times are changing and changing fast, and the honest truth is, you'll be left behind if you don't make a change, and fast. Especially with the way that the internet is going and how many millionaires it's creating. With the e-learning industry currently at 200 billion and projected to hit 840 billion by the year 2030, you're delusional if you don't jump on before it's too late. The average age in Australia currently to buy your first home is in your mid-30s, which is a joke in itself. But imagine when this generation comes around to buying their first houses. It'll be in our 40s minimum before we're able to step our foot into the market, pretty much ensuring we'll be working that 9 to 5 rat race job until at least the age of 70. It's fucked, but it's the truth, and the sooner you realize that no one's coming to save you, the quicker you'll actually escape the cycle that I guarantee is going to over 99% of this generation's future. I went through 4 years of an apprenticeship working my backside off, trying to get ahead of the pack like our parents did, like our grandparents did, but all I got from those 4 years was a cooked back, an empty bank account, and to number it all was just out drinking piss every weekend. When I sat back and reflected on those 4 years, it was a reality check, especially looking at kids 2, 3, 4 years younger than me, making my yearly salary as a chippy apprentice in 1 month. I knew that I was no one special, and I didn't have the slightest clue on how to make money online. Early on, I dabbled into dropshipping, affiliate marketing, all those cliche business models, but got absolutely nowhere and pretty much gave up on it all for a good 12 months. I didn't have a clue where to start or how to step my foot into an oversaturated market like that. I just came to the conclusion and pretty much accepted the fact that all I was made for was just a job site. But then in March this year, I couldn't take it any longer, and I came across these things called high income skills, and way more up any beginner's alley. Learning a skill set rather than trying a business model that I had no skills for. Simply focusing on 1 or 2 high income skills every day after work that once they're mastered can completely change your life. You don't even need to start up an online business, you don't need a degree, you don't even need to have finished school, and you can equip these skills that you then have for a lifetime, which will open up unlimited freedom, time, location, and financially. So today in this video, I want to share with you the 5 high income skills I truly believe you can learn within 90 days or less, and if executed upon properly, can definitely earn you a full-time income, and you don't need a 4-year-long university degree to do so. Before I jump to point number 1, I do want to clarify that these high income skills are very powerful. Simply for one reason. You don't need to start up a business, you just need to learn a skill set, like anything in life. But with this skill set, it's highly valued, meaning you can make a lot of money from it. So the goal is to get so good at it that other businesses and other clients can't say no to working with you, they need you. And for that reason, learning these skills are recession proof, and they can never be saturated. So let's get into what 5 high income skills we'll be talking about today, and that if done correctly will be your ticket to freedom. First being short form editing, second being social media copywriting, and the last 3 being the ones I do: remote sales, personal branding, and marketing. Now the first skill set is what I call short form video editing. Now I have a lot of big internet figures that you might recognize: Iman Ghazi, Luke Balmer, and Andrew Tate. And all of them do this one thing, which I actually do as well, and that's called short form content. If you go on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, it doesn't matter what platform it is, chances are you've seen a 30 to 45 second video of one of these guys. And the short form content they post has a really viral strategy behind it. Let me explain what the strategy is. If you post something that's 30 seconds long, it's easily digestible and catches people's attention. And these videos go viral. And then all they do is just simply remodel of the video that went viral in different little ways, sparking mass virality, and it puts you in front of people's faces. And attention in this day and age, in this digital evolution, is everything, and it'll quickly change your life. If you can grab people's attention through your content, and you know how to correctly monetize a product to then sell to that targeted audience, you'll eat good for a lifetime. And the truth of the matter is, business owners and influencers right now desperately need people who can take their content and edit it so that they can tell their story in an elegant, eye-catching way, which then allows the business owner to grow their audience and grow their business. So if you learn this one skill of video editing, you for sure can be making anywhere from 3 to 5 grand a month easy. Now, before I talk about the remaining 4 high income skills for today, I want to emphasize why I truly believe these are the 5 best high income skills to learn. The first 2 personally I don't have any experience in, but I know how valuable of skills these are due to the fact that I actually need them for my business, and I pay them well to do so. And my account currently isn't anywhere close to the level of those other guys that I just mentioned. So I could imagine on higher levels the killing these guys are making that are video editing and social media copywriting. But make sure to stick around for the last 3 skills I'm going to talk about. In my opinion, these are the only skills you'll need for a lifetime of freedom. Why I bring this up is, yes, I'm a bit special, but to get to the position I'm in, only 5 months in making $30,000 every single month, sorta now says I can say what works and what doesn't. Especially for those out there who are tradies and high school dropouts themselves. This is more than possible to do for any average guy, and is the perfect way to go about things if you're not the sharpest tool in the shed. And I'm living proof of that. A big problem a lot of people face when wanting to get into the online space is not wanting to show their face and make videos and create content. And that's why I've split these skills up into 2. With video editing, social media, copywriting, and remote sales, you can do this completely faceless and make anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 every single month. But for the extroverts who want to build a personal brand and want to put themselves out there, then the last 2 skills I talk about will ensure unlimited potential and infinite earning capabilities. So the second high income skill we'll be focusing on is something called social media copywriting. Now, if you look at most of the influencers who are posting on social media, you're probably wondering, do these guys actually script up their own content? Are they writing the captions? For all the people with email marketing, are they writing up these emails? And for 99% of influencers, no, they don't. And they use what I call a leveraged writing method, which is they take their voice, their thoughts, and they record a 1-minute long Loom video. They might even record an audio message and send it to their copywriter. But then it's the copywriter's responsibility to take that voice note and then writing up a full post based on what they've said, or writing a full email on it, or even writing up a long form YouTube script. These influencers aren't even writing all this stuff up themselves. They're getting someone else to do it. And that's basically exactly what a copywriter's job is. And business owners desperately need copywriters because they're not willing to and they don't have the time to write every bit of copy themselves. Now, copywriters generally go from about $1,500 to $3,000 a month right at the beginning. But once again, it's a skill set. So the better you get, the more pay you get. So if you are a decent copywriter and you learn these skills properly, you can earn anywhere from 5 to 7 to 10K a month. Of course, if you're bringing value to the organization or company you're working for. In online business, when you have an online presence, that is your main focus. So you simply just pay other people to do the nitpicking jobs, and you pay them well because it takes time off your hands to focus on revenue generating activities. You'd be surprised how much goes on behind the scenes working for someone like Andrew Tate. I mean, really, there is no excuse not to be making 10K a month online for anyone. There is so much stuff out there. But these 2, short form editing and social media copywriting, once you learn one of these skills, you can definitely make an above average wage. And most importantly, from anywhere in the world, making anywhere from 3 to 10K a month and completely anonymous. But these next 3 high income skills are my favorite and the ones that have personally got me into the position I'm in today, and I'm very passionate about them. And I still use them every single day, and I'm probably going to use them for the rest of my life. And I'm going to share them with you. So in regards to skill number 3, that is remote sales. This is the first skill that I made money from and got me to those 4 to 6K months, allowing me to replace my chippy income and work towards finally leaving my job. And then the next 2 skill sets I'm going to share with you here are what pushed me to those 25 to 30K months. And really, it is just growing thousands by the day, allowing me to actually leave my job only 4 months into starting. So the first skill you need is remote sales, which is high income skill number 3. So first off, we'll start with appointment setting. These big influencers that I mentioned earlier make majority of their money selling educational products on how to make money online and how they do it, and they share that information. Everyone in this gold rush of selling digital products and everything moving digital is simply just selling their knowledge for a high price. 1, because it's valuable, and 2, because it solves people's problems. For example, Andrew Tate, how to make money online through Hustlers University. Or even people like Bradley Martin, who sells digital products revolved around fitness and health. Literally every big online presence that you see is selling something someone wants or needs. So then basically what happens for the people interested in those products, they reach out, send a message, whether it's Instagram DMs or Facebook, but it's not actually them responding to you. The people responding to you are called appointment setters, which are basically secret trained agents whose job it is to message people on social media logged into these big influencers accounts. And when you you reach out to these influencers interested in their products, you're basically just talking to the appointment setter back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They tell you more about the opportunity, more about the product, if this is going to be something that's right for you. And then if you qualify and you're a good fit, the setter will try to book you on a call. And that call goes to a closer, which I'll talk about in a second, but that's basically the person who sells the product over the phone. Now, say Bradley Martin's fitness offer, for example, is $5,000. The setter on average will make 5% of that $5,000 if the deal closes, which is around $250 per sale. Which means every single day, if you book just a couple calls, then the salesperson, the closer, is actually able to make the sale on the product, and those people booked in show up to the call and the salesperson closes the deal, then as I said, you'll be making $250 here, $250 there, just in and out like clockwork for not even doing that much work. And in my opinion, I don't think there's any easier way to step your foot into the online space than with appointment setting, and that's pretty much the way I went about it. It's by far the simplest way to hit your first 5 to 10k month and then work towards leaving your job, which now takes me to my second part of remote sales, and the reason the whole business even makes money, which is the remote closer, the person who makes the sales. Now remember how I told you before, someone needs to actually take a phone call and sell the person on the product. That person is called a remote closer, and the remote closer's job is to take a 1-hour phone call on Zoom or just on the phone. And the reason being is because these products are high ticket, they can't just be sold over the internet. They need a middleman. They need someone to sell it over the phone. The goal is to help you create a plan of action to help you identify your goals, identify that you're stuck in a situation you don't want to be in, and if the closer thinks you're the right fit for the product and this is something that's going to benefit you, they will recommend the product as the solution to that person's problems and pain. And the person will then buy the product to solve their problems, meaning they benefit from it, they get their problem solved, and the business does as well because they get a new client, the setter gets their commissions, the closer gets their commissions. Now, because closing is a much more difficult skill set to learn, it's usually on average a 10% commission, so about double what the appointment setter gets. So on this $5,000 offer, for example, it's about $500 just for taking a 1-hour phone call. And the same thing goes, if you're taking a few sales calls a day, say you're taking 5 a day, for example, you're working 5 hours a day, and the industry average closing rate is 20%. That means you're closing one deal a day for $500, which if you work 5 days a week, that's $2,500, meaning 10k a month. But same as all the other skills. If you're better at it, if your closing rate is 50%, for example, that's how you scale, and that's how you get to those 15 to 20k months. And with that sort of money, 20k a month, that's where the real taste of freedom starts to come in. Now, personally, these next two skills I want to talk about have been what have allowed me to absolutely explode my income, but they would never have been possible without learning skill number 3, which was remote sales first. They all go hand in hand, and you can't do one without the other. Skill number 4 is simply creating a personal brand and developing marketing skills to go with that, and just pretty much documenting your day-to-day life, sharing who you are as a person, knowing how to go viral through techniques like hiring a video editor, and just sharing an honest transformation. Having a personal brand is pretty much your digital resume nowadays, and it will be the way of the future. With consistency and over time being able to amass a large following, that means you can monetize any audience and have consistent money flowing in no matter what, whether it's through brand deals, sponsorships, or even creating your own product. If you have a large following, you can do whatever you want with that audience, and if you can build a social media presence of fans that'll never leave you, a cult-like audience almost, it would literally be hard not to have thousands of dollars flowing in every single day. Look at The Rock, he's an actor. Conor McGregor, a UFC fighter. Ronaldo, he plays fucking soccer. So why are all these guys who are at the top of their fields in what they do and what they're good at putting more focus into their personal brands? Ronaldo created a YouTube channel. They're all creating social media accounts, posting content and building audiences. Why would they do that when they're already making millions what they do? It's simple. It's the way the economy is going and will continue to go. Personally for me, I shared my transformation from being a broke construction worker, and I took a risk, something most people aren't willing to do, and I invested into training to learn the skills of remote sales. And with that training, I actually did it. I replaced my income and changed my life for good, getting off the tools with the high income skills that I learned and invested into, and clearly getting very good results in a very short amount of time. And then with the honest, open transformation, where results clearly were showing, I was then able to help other people undertake and undergo the same transformation because I knew exactly what it took. I've actually got a few people here who I've actually personally helped out get started on their journeys and have started replacing their income and going even further than that. People like Chris making over $700 in his first week appointment setting, and he did that while still working full-time as a plumber. Dion, who left his job and pulled in over $1,700 in 1 week from appointment setting. Andre, who learned the skills of remote closing within 2 weeks and made over $600 in just his second week. And Maka, just 4 days into investing into the skills of remote sales, managed to land a role and and then a few days later made 3K in his very first week, while still working full-time as a chippy apprentice. And this is only the beginning for all of us. I've only just been out of my job for a month now, and this is what I've helped people do in just a very short amount of time. And I'm now pursuing heavily helping my fans and my people change their lives, following the exact same path and training that I went down. But these are all examples of what building a personal brand can do. And from my experiences, I can help people have their own transformations and change their own lives by simply just following my steps and my advice. My knowledge in the field now, due to my own transformation and success, is now valued very highly. And with the same training I got with remote sales and learning the skill of sales, they also then taught me how to build a personal brand, how to market, how to monetize an audience, and how to help other people go through their own transformations. How good is that? You just learn it all. And that's why I'm so passionate about these two high income skills in particular, which is remote sales and then building a personal brand, because they go hand in hand and they help people change their lives. And really, I feel like it's my mission now to help as many people out as possible, because I've found what's worked and found what's achievable while still working a full-time job, and it really is the fastest path out of your job. And I want to help as many people, especially tradies, get out of that life, because I know there's so much more to life than working on a job site. And I know so many people feel the same way. They just don't know where to start and don't know what will work for them. And I feel like I don't deserve this any more than the person next to me. I just came across the right training, found what worked, and got the right sort of guidance. And because I found what worked for me, as a high school dropout, as a chippy, as a former construction worker, I can then provide that knowledge to other people because it worked for me. And I'm definitely no one special. So it's literally a cheat code and completely eliminates all the mistakes other people would make along the way. And I can also completely eliminate the mistakes, and it gets rid of the excuses of not knowing what to do, not knowing where to start, not knowing how to do it. I've found a way that works, and works well, and works fast. And now these others are just following that exact same process and undertaking the exact same transformation, getting even better results. And finally, the best way to scale your income through learning high income skills. No get rich quick guru courses that are going to guarantee millions overnight. For high income skill number 5, there's nothing better that I can recommend than combining the two skills of sales and marketing. Once you take time to learn both of them, you then have yourself skill sets that will last you a lifetime in whatever career or business you want to pursue down the line. Whether that's offering them to already up and running established businesses, or people in need of those skills, or going the other way around and starting up your own business and knowing how to sell something, knowing how to market something. But either way, combining these two skills together in conjunction will make you a lot of money for a lifetime in whatever way you want. And this right here is knowledge a lot of people lack, and knowledge I lacked before I got into all of this as well. Everyone will try jump into the latest trending business model and fail and even lose thousands of dollars doing so, simply due to the fact they don't have the two necessary skills to be successful in business. And really, the two fundamentals any successful business or person needs: the ability to be able to get customers, but then having the ability also to be able to sell them. Then, as I said, once you take 2 to 3 months to learn these skills, you are basically set for life. And if I have one piece of advice from going from a broke high school dropout working in construction to 4 months later replacing my income and then scaling to my first 30k month, it's just to keep it simple stupid. Learn 2 skills, that's it. Don't worry about anything else. Learn them while you're still working, implement them into everyday life, implement them into online business, and just focusing on those 2 skills, that's it. Shit will start to change very quickly. You don't need to overcomplicate it with a million different things. Just focus on those 2 skills, and then a few months down the track, combine them and watch your life change before your eyes. Now, all 5 of these skill sets that we've talked about today will set you apart and make you irreplaceable, putting you in that top 1%. Whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, it doesn't matter. These 5 skills are suited to everyone. Now, obviously, learning skills that have the potential to make your yearly salary in a month just doesn't happen overnight, and more than likely will require some sort of mentoring or training to get you off the ground and up and running. And you need to be mentored by people who possess these skills themselves and have seen success and made good money from using these skills. And it can be hard to find the right people, the right mentors who genuinely want your success and that will help you grow. So that's why I'm going to erase that problem right here for you by giving out an exclusive opportunity to potentially receive the top of the line training I got and the same training many others are getting to completely change their lives. Now, because of the training itself and the results it gets for people, there is a very serious and selective selection process to who actually gets access to this training. So if you are ready to lock in, you're 100% serious of learning skills like remote sales and building a personal brand that will ensure if you put the work in, all the things you want in life will come to fruition. I'm going to leave a link down below to book in a free call with an onboarding specialist from the mentorship to see if this is the right fit for you and to see if you're a good fit for this training. This is very exclusive, so please don't waste anyone's time if you're not dead set serious about making a change. The only instructions you really need to follow is just to click the link down below. Make sure you book in a time and day that you can 100% make and fill out the application questions in great detail to boost your chances. Go into depth about your current situation and why you're trying to look into learning these high income skills and what it will do for your life. I'll leave my Instagram handle down below in the link as well. So if you do decide to book in a call, make sure to reach out to me and let me know so I can run you through everything so you know what to expect. I appreciate the time and I hope today's video was of value to you. I hope to see all of you crushing it in no time. And if you got a spare second to leave a like and a subscribe, that's very much appreciated. And I hope to see you all in the next one.